I'm a, I have no motherfucking fear. I have no fear. I have only ambition, and I want mine. I'm a gun, I'm a home run. Got the call, niggas told me gone, but it's wrong run. Watch me bank on motherfuckers run for cover. Outlaw, people got something for the brothers. I'm standing through everything. I'm making fans and beating good, kicking champagne and broken broken. So I know that once a shit, two got to go. See it with me, I pass me the motherfucking it won't be. Now get your hands up, sitting cleaner. We can feel it. Who's next to me? I can feel it. Slide on these motherfuckers, ride on these motherfuckers. Get down and nuts on Jesus. You can get wild, but understand just who's got it. Rocking with that operation, knocking out the bottom of it. These niggas can't touch us. They can't. They can't. Really, it's funny. Thug life in this motherfucker doesn't wreck.
Salam, shalom. By Salah speaking. Today I want to do this quick, deep video explaining Eve. Can I get a sound check, please? It's very noisy, so I don't have any concentration, but we'll make it work. Salam, shalom. Subscribe to the channel. Thumb me. Visit the website wiseservant.org or upscaleknowledge.org. As I said, I'm going to explain Eve and some other things. All I need is a sound check. Faster I get that. I'm not sure how my Wi-Fi is working. Maybe you guys have replied and I just did it. I'm the chosen one, like Neo from the Matrix said. Just watch the vid about the Beast of Revelation, you did. Yeah, if you go into the, you go deep into my videos, maybe 2, 3, 4 years back, it's a lot of deep content. Not deeper than the current, but deep content. Now, before I start, I want to say this. Many of you guys seek wisdom in dishonorable times, in emotional times. Peace and wisdom, Neo from the Matrix. Like I said, we live in dishonorable times, high emotion times. So, wisdom is not a critiquing thing. You get it? A lot of y'all get lost in teachers critiquing one another. Wisdom has nothing to do with that. You can't answer any questions in life with critique on someone else. And so you want to make sure you're getting knowledge, not criticism on others. This is usually coming from someone's envy, a dislike of a thing. You understand? And so wisdom has nothing to do with these things. Wisdom is not a tool for judgment or criticizing someone. Wisdom is about understanding. Your awareness becoming more, or your awareness blossoming out more and more. You're becoming aware of yourself, others, life. You get it? Everything becoming more and more clear. Your perception of things. Meaning you have a perception or a way you perceive things. It's dependent on how aware you are. The more aware you become, the more clear the perception of all things slowly begins to come. And so, like I said, you don't want to get lost on criticism. That's not wisdom. You have a lot of that in the daytime. Meaning y'all watch a lot of brothers, I don't want to name anyone. Like I said, this ain't about that. Just making a point. But y'all have a lot of brothers that critique one another. I call it criticism teaching. And wait for someone to say something so they can criticize it. You get my point? That's not wisdom. Wisdom ain't dependent on waiting for somebody to say something for you to criticize. You get my point? That has to do with a disturbed emotional state, meaning someone has emotional problems. We live in high emotional times, and so a lot of y'all are going to gravitate towards what you truly don't want. You get my point? You cannot answer any questions in life with criticism, if that makes sense. I'll give you an example. I'll use myself. Let's say someone says Silas isn't really wise because he smokes. You can't answer any questions in life with that. You say, what is the purpose of life? What are you going to say? Silas smokes? I'm being funny about it, but you get my point? That's just emotional problem talking. That don't have nothing to do with anything. You get my point? You know if a person is wise from their perception, their mind. Meaning you don't have to question if I'm wise, you already know I am. Anything else just has to do with how you want me to be. And so, or how another wants me to be. But that has nothing to do with wisdom. And so you want to make sure you're always seeking wisdom and not other things. Meaning you have those that they're seeking judgment, things to judge others with. But to their self, they're seeking wisdom. They're judging people to make sure that the wisdom is right. It's stupid. Wisdom is wisdom. You can get wisdom anywhere. If you have a judgmental mind, it may stop you from getting wisdom. Now, I know some drunks in front of the liquor store right now smoke half y'all in it. I'm just being real with you. I know a couple drunks in front of the liquor store. They there right now. I think they live there. Man, they will clean y'all clock in some wisdom. But if you got a judgmental heart, you get my point? You won't ever get what they got to offer. And so, it's a deep thing. Try and grasp. Like I said, try not to get lost into that. If you come here for wisdom, come here with a clean heart, good emotional state. Be aware of foolish things like that. I haven't seen anything like that in regards to myself, where someone's riding me or something. But maybe y'all have. And so, wisdom got to do with knowledge. It don't got to do with no individual person. And childish ideals you want them to live up to. If you're an adult, you drink, you smoke, you go to parties, whatever you do, be moderate of what you do. Meaning moderation is everything. You make sure you fast once a week from certain things just to see where you are. It's not about what you do, it's about if you're bound. You have life, you're going to engage in many things. There's certain foods that will put y'all into, more of a high state than certain drugs we have. Not all drugs have real effects. You get my point? But wisdom is not a comparison or a competition game of, I don't do this and you do that. Wisdom's not that. Wisdom is for you to apply to self, better self. Therefore, the mind can open up. You can perceive things around you better. You can have a better understanding of things, from text to people's disturbed emotional states, all types of things. I can tell if a person doesn't like me, they have an emotional state, all these things just from being in their presence. Meaning it's almost like I can read them. All they have to do is just speak. The words is coming from the mind and the emotional state. So, you get my point? A lot of people are feeding these things. And so you don't want to do bad or get to a bad emotional place, because that's what you're going to seek out in others. You get it? It's kind of like raising the bar or lowering it. You want to raise the bar so So you be up. You have those who are down. They have no plans on raising themselves up in no way, so they're gonna lower the bar. Get it? So you wanna make sure when you're seeking out wisdom, wisdom is what you're truly seeking out. A lot of you guys come with the wrong mind state. I apologize. These suspenders kill me. A lot of people come and they don't realize it, but their perspective in their mind is in a control. It's in controlling frequencies. You get it? Some of y'all have jobs where y'all in control. Let's say you a teacher. You probably carry over the mind state and the characteristics of your job. Meaning you're a teacher, so you're bossing around little kids all day. So you may come home and, it may carry over. Then you come here telling me what to do. I'm not here for that. I'm just here to give out knowledge to all those that have balance that want it. I'm not here to make rules and laws, and I damn sure don't want any myself. You understand? It's about becoming free from these things. We adopt many ideals that's false. Mostly all of them. And we live by false ideals. We restrict our own lives and the lives of others. And so wisdom is the unwinding, and you get it? The cleaning self off of these things. Fulfilling your glory, which is to be God manifested. That's everyone. When I say God manifested, we're not speaking of a look, but we're speaking of a mind, an emotional state, a fairness, a balance. You get it? Moral conduct, self-value, things like that. Becoming these things. Not dominant over others or becoming a king or ruler over others, but becoming the glory that we are supposed to be. And so wisdom is for that. Take the things I say, apply it to self, slowly adjust yourself. The mind will slowly open up. Now, if y'all have any questions, y'all can ask. If anyone wants to give back, click the description arrow. If you don't want to give back, because you've convinced yourself I have more than I do, or even care to have, be sure to give back. Be sure to give back. You made all of that up. If you've created any other thing in your mind, I'm not giving back the solace because of this or that. Be balanced. Start there with the honesty and self. If you don't give back, no need to make up excuses and things about me so that you don't have to. You just be real. I'm just an unfair motherfucker. Like some of y'all really just like that. And that's a start in itself. You ain't got to throw dirt on me and make me the bad guy because I'm telling you to be fair. I'm just a motherfucker that don't do that. If ain't no price tag on the thing, I don't do that, goddamn. I ain't gonna respect you no more, but that's better than other things. Now, if you have any questions, y'all can ask. Otherwise, I'm gonna get to this video. Neo the Chosen. Yeah, them old videos, they cold-blooded. These ones are more important, though. In the old videos, it's just a lot of scholarship explaining things that y'all still don't grasp anyway, so. And it all has to do with the emotional state, the mind, the moral conduct y'all live by. Some of y'all run around all day listening to gossip and rumors and lies. You cannot mix, you get my point? You can't mix truth and wisdom with, well, on my leisure time, I don't want to listen to this brother tear this brother down. You get my point? Y'all know what y'all lining yourselves up for. And y'all in support of the things that We all have to be unified. That's the bottom line. And so I'm taking parts in the things that help with people not being unified. You get my point? Whatever y'all entertain is what people want to tap dance around for the most part. I'm not including myself. I stick to my script. Y'all either grasp or y'all don't. But I ain't about to tap dance and add on, get it, to the scenarios that the system lay out for us to fall into. That's all that happens. And so, if you seeking wisdom, let that be. You get it? You can't really mix wisdom with other things. When you get to a place where you have focus and no desire for things that are not good, you get my point? Have no moral value and no excuses needed to make it. You just get to a place where it's like, that ain't right. I don't have no morals in that. That's just stupid. You get it? That's just attacking or tearing down with decoration all around it. And you get my point? When you get to a place where you just seek wisdom and applying that wisdom to self and letting self grow and blossom and become better and better in your ways, in your moral conduct, in your honor, and seeing how that benefits you. Nothing's a quick process, but you get your benefits along the way in whatever you do. Seek out wisdom then. Because if you seek it out before then, you're just going to tarnish yourself and your perspective on what wisdom, you get my point, is. And so keep these things in mind. Wisdom's a delicate matter. It's dependent on your emotional state in your mind. Mind has to be clear. The emotional state has to be clear. If it's not, there will be no wisdom received. There will only be more of what you already are. You get my point? You add on to that more. If you're an angry person, so you're going to seek out things in that way. You want to come pure in heart, wanting to know certain things about life, how to flow with life so life benefits you. Of course, y'all live under the system. System being a separation game. It's like I was saying earlier in the video earlier. The system is just a separation game. The 1% are the elites that are over the system. They work together. And the 99% that's under the system, they don't. And the system set up scenarios for y'all to fall into to help force that separation upon y'all. You get my point? We fall into them, and y'all think this is the problem, and that's the problem, and racism is the problem, and you get it? And none of these things truly the problem. The problem is the 99% does not work together, and the 1% does. The 1% is forcing separation upon the 99%. Putting scenarios in this thing and that thing, and the 99% falls into it. If you look at how y'all lives work, most of y'all work separate from your family. You pay separate rent from your family. All of this helps the system or the elites over it. You get my point? Y'all working separate against one another is how that 1% manage. When the 99% start to work together and truly understand what unity is and understanding the whole, not this piece or that piece, but understanding the whole, that's when the 99% will get their glory or their fair access and wealth and things that's for them. That's all of us. So if you're one of the elites, you part of the 99%. And so you can fall into whatever scenario you choose. Say, no, Solace is this. That right there is a part of the system's plan. You know, you saying no, Solace is the this. Ain't nothing but what I said. When y'all all shut up and realize, man, we got to all stand together on one thing. That one thing being not slaving for the system. And the system has to adjust. Y'all are the workers in the system. You get it? But y'all don't make the work in the system. I don't care if you the general in the army. You didn't make the army. You just a worker in it. You fight and die for the system. But you're not one of the elites that benefit off all of this confusion. All of these things we fall into they're just scenarios to keep people separate. Simple. The old divide and conquer thing. You got to remember how this place started. It started like that. You had families of indigenous people all over this place. And then you had colonizers come, and that was the plan from jump. You got to divide them, bring separation upon them. That way we could conquer. And so it's the same orders. You get my point? If you lost, you work with your family? No, you don't. Do you and your family all pay separate mortgage and rent? Yeah. You get my point? The elites don't live like that. And so y'all have to grasp these things. Truly. Kind of knowing what the elites know. That's what I teach, Land and all the things that y'all live under now. Trill Chris said, won't it take long to unify because some people can really be stubborn? I'm not here to have those kind of discussions. Will it take long? Will this happen? Will what? When y'all done falling into the separation, it's really that simple. Like y'all are puppets of the system in y'all ways, and y'all are not aware enough to see that. And that's what wisdom is for. So you say, man, won't it take long? Man, it's gonna be everything you say. It ain't gonna never happen for whatever reason, or it's gonna take extremely long to happen for whatever reasons you can think of. And when you're done with that, you get my point. Then we could get on with the get on. You see my point? Outside of that, I'm not really here for that. Say, won't it take long? It's gonna take as long as however long as dumb y'all want to stay. You get my point? However long y'all want to act like I don't make no sense in the things I say, not that long. I wouldn't know. I just know the answers. I don't sit around playing with this shit. What kind of shit is that? Peanut in this shit? Listen, blood, clean up the mess. Get to the next one. All problems got simple solutions. It's just a matter of their feet and hands getting to work. And so, like you said, won't it take long for people to unify? Well, there's one reason why we want to unify. You're making my point. Even the system got all kind of scenarios instilled into your brain, and so when it comes to the 99% unifying, oh man, y'all gonna find a reason to stay separated. It's gonna work like that, because that's what's been instilled in y'all. And y'all fall into it. Black people fall into it the most. When you go online, you're gonna see black people tearing down other black people. Black podcasters tearing down other black podcasters. You go to other races, you might see that here and there, but ain't nobody on it like that. You get my point? You go to other races, or you go to black races, niggas is shooting the shit out of each other for no goddamn reason. You go to other races, yeah, they kill each other, but they ain't on it like that. Still will help each other. You get my point? Black people fell into the separation games more than any group. This is why you got the most groups in the black race. Meaning y'all got a lot of groups that unify, but y'all only unify to compete against one another and tear the other group down. You get my point? Many different scenarios the system makes up for y'all to fall into to stay separated. You get my point? So everyone will suffer till they grasp these simple things. Even the system's a simple thing. It's just a separation game. Anybody dumb enough to fall into it, good for the system. Just look at it like me and you. Me and you against the whole world. Let's just make sure the whole world is fighting each other and separated from each other. And then in that, we can do what we want and enjoy all the fruits of their fighting. And so, black people have a lot of growing up to do. Meaning black people are killing one another. Black people will say, no, the cops kill us too. And the cops are bad. If you're fighting one another, whatever happened to you outside of that, don't even matter to talk about. It's just like your mama will whoop your ass. Say, mama, me and my brother got beat up. She gonna whoop y'all ass because y'all wasn't helping each other. She don't care that them boys beat y'all up. Why was y'all fighting each other? Again, your mama gonna whoop your ass for fighting your brother. She don't care that y'all got y'all ass whooped because y'all was fighting each other. Her thing is, why in the hell are y'all fighting each other? Let's get with that first. Same with a race. You don't jump to like, oh, the cops is killing blacks. You go directly to the brotherhood and say, okay, why the fuck are y'all fighting each other? And you got other people attacking y'all at the same time? And you clear that up first. Otherwise, what are you complaining about? What would it matter? Cops is killing us. Well, y'all gonna kill each other up anyway, so you get childish. You know? I don't care if I kill my brother. You can't. That shit sound cute when you a kid. You get my point? Y'all hear stuff like that, it sounds groovy. You can't talk about my brother, but I can. That's dumb talking shit. Don't talk about your brother. Keep everything on and up and stop making up dumb stuff so y'all can do dumb stuff. You get my point? Because that's all that is. And all of y'all got to bring to know that. And so we get lost in all the scenarios that the system places before us that instills this separation gang thing that we all live. And so y'all live separated ideals. Say, I'm gonna grow up and move away from my family and so on and so forth. If you look at like Queen Elizabeth and the elite, they don't have the same ideals y'all do. They don't say, I'm gonna get married and move out. No. That part. Again, the elites live together, work together, strategize together against the 99%, which is the rest of us. And you know what the rest of us do? We compete against each other, work against each other, find every excuse to be separated in our ways, only focusing truly on our individual self. And that's where all the oppressions come. You can fight all the oppressions that the system puts on the people, but they're going to always be there because the people truly put them on their self. By y'all being separated. This is not about war. This is all mental. Meaning a lot of y'all, you know, you haven't gotten to a place of mind where you realize you don't fight most problems physically. Usually mental. So y'all thinking like a war need to happen. Some y'all like, nah, it's about to be a race war. Blood, get real. The race war already happened. When did the race war stop? What are we even talking about? You get my point? If you real and you've been around for a while, ask yourself that. When did the race war ever truly stop? What are we even talking about? That part. You done had racism since you done had races. Like, it go together. Soon as they made nationalities, and then niggas had racist problems. That shit all go together. It's like I say, they make up scenarios, y'all fall into it, and then y'all play dumb after that. Like, nah, I could have a nationality and not be a racist. Everybody think they nationality the best. You can play dumb with yourself and say, no, I don't. Well, then why do you care if there is? Why do you care if there are nationalities then? If you truly view all people as equal and the same. That part, because y'all don't. If you claim a race or a nationality, you are a racist. You just don't want to acknowledge that. Meaning, you say, no, I'm this race because you view that race as the best in your mind. You don't view it equal with the rest, otherwise, you'd say, fuck races, they all the same. You say what I'm saying. Shit just deployed by the system to keep us separate. But you don't say that. You say, no, no, no. I'm this race and this nigga that race. You get it? Y'all are all racist. That's a mild version of a racist. Then you have the extreme, but you can't have one without the other. Meaning, if you sign up for nationalities or acknowledge that, I'm this nationality, and you get it? I'm that one. You're a mild racist. Otherwise, what do you call it? That's a separation game thing. It's like teams. And so if you don't view yourself as a racist, what do you view yourself as? Because you claiming a race. That mean you're a racist. That mean you're a racist. Like that. And so y'all play games on yourselves. Meaning the system make racists, y'all sign up to be racist. To then be like, man, we got a racist problem, cat daddy. If you got a racist problem, I would suppose you need to get rid of races. But y'all say, no, that's not how you get rid of race problems. People better just learn to respect one another. This y'all mind. No, Solace, we need to keep our races, but people have to respect each other. I ain't gonna argue with you. People have to respect each other, but you're a racist. I don't. Like I said, with nationality and races come racist. And you can't separate the two. Meaning, if you really don't like racism, you may want to consider what I said. And you may want to, like, denounce your race and say, I ain't going with this shit no more. That's where I'm at with it. I'm going to play games with my own self and be like, no, I'm black. But listen, man, all that dumb shit is the problem. I'm kicking it with my Spanish nigga. My Spanish negro. Ain't nobody thinking about that shit. That part. Y'all kicking it with your little white homie. Y'all ain't thinking about that dumb shit. That part. I don't got time. You get to a place where you get wise and you say, I really don't got time. Like, I don't got time to play all these games that they put in life for grown-ups to play. You get my point? Y'all put kids in front of y'all kids. I mean, y'all put games in front of y'all kids. They get distracted and play. Y'all do y'all. The system working that way. They stay with the scenario in the game for y'all to fall into. And I got better things to do. Some of y'all got a mind like me where you like, yeah, I see it too. Every week y'all complaining about the same thing. Y'all in a cycle. Say the cop shot this happened. It's the same shit non-stop over and over. It's just conversation at this point. And so, if you live under the system and in the system, you're gonna get oppressed. Your baby's gonna get shot by cops. All the horrible things y'all have seen transpire thus far is gonna continue to happen. You don't have to question that. And so it all just depends on when y'all ready to unify and get lost. It's simple. Other than that, enjoy whatever life you have. Now let's get to some deep scholarship. Even the Bible. If y'all have any questions before I move along, y'all can ask. If y'all have anything y'all want to disagree with, even though everything I said was, when I say shit, pin right through the balloon. Bop! Ain't nothing to say. But if any of y'all want to disagree, you can go on ahead and do it. That way I can show you like what I was talking about. with the not being unified. With the not being unified and supporting one another. You don't see how y'all like to come here use me up for wisdom? Don't like to give back? I don't care if Big Who said eat nothing. Be mindful of these things because the elites don't move like that. And so they have progress. Y'all have individual progress, but y'all can't get but so far. That's the reality of it. Y'all say, no, I'm gonna make $1 billion like Kanye West. Kanye West don't have $1 billion. Y'all get lost on stupid talk. Some of y'all smart enough for y'all like, yeah, he don't have no $1 billion, but you got numbers. They gave him hella numbers. In terms of him having $1 billion somewhere in his house, you're high. What bank holds $1 billion? What bank can you go to and be like, yeah, I'm gonna take out $1 billion. I'm going ahead and get $1 billion. What bank can you go to do that? Because the bank in your neighborhood don't have $1 billion in it. I'm sorry if you thought it do. They don't. The bank in some of y'all neighborhood don't even got $1 million in it. They say like, ain't $1 million flowing through that neighborhood, blood. What do you need $1 million in the bank for? Again, if it ain't $1 million flowing through the neighborhood, why would they store $1 million in the bank? For what? That part they would. And so, what bank do you go get $1 billion taken out of? Nowhere. Unheard of. Why? Because money don't work like that. You make so much money, then it just turns into numbers on the board. Like I told y'all, points on the board. I got 1 billion numbers in my account. Not dollars. And so, it's an elite thing, man. The elites, they pick whoever they want to let them promote wealth. Meaning making y'all think y'all can get individual wealth. I mean, Kanye West would be broke tomorrow if the elites say, we done with him. You get my point? Meaning y'all know those that y'all see wealthy are not really wealthy because too many times y'all have seen their wealth just get snatched from them. Wendy Williams fainted on her show. Her ankles got fat and they said, man, listen here, Cat Daddy. They froze her account, took all her money. That part, I don't know who ass she had to kiss or what happened, but like that. It's like a facade. You can lift this facade and pretend as long as you're my puppet and you do what I tell you to do. And you don't spill the beans, nigga. But once you decide to spill the beans, nigga, taking all this shit back. You get it? Good old Dave Chappelle shit. You gonna sign to Comedy Central again, nigga, you gonna be smoking crack in Africa. Tomorrow. He didn't sign. Smoking crack tomorrow in Africa. Yeah, Dave Chappelle was really on crack. Some of y'all like, no, that's a rumor. Motherfucker, he was really on crack. That nigga disappeared, blood. Some of these stars got real problems, man. Y'all gotta get real. They knew that nigga like smoking wolves when they first signed him. That's how they do. They get him like that. They knew DMX was a crackhead when they signed him. But that's what they in it for. They like, yeah, we got this over this motherfucker. Once he stop obliging, we just gonna tell, like, we gonna tell him like it's new. Like that. They say, man, y'all know DMX smoke crack? Y'all know Dave Chappelle smoke crack? They make it like it's new. Like, like he ain't want to do his show because he just started smoking crack. Now, I'm just playing. I don't know if Dave Chappelle smoked crack for real. I'm just being funny about it. And no, I'm not saying it like, you know how y'all be. Allegedly, so he won't sue me. Have fun. I wouldn't give a fuck. Do whatever you want. Like I said, I'm just having fun with Dave Chappelle. I'm just having fun with the nigga. I wouldn't know if he smoked crack. I suppose y'all know that. I don't hang with this nigga. So like I said, I'm just having fun. We live in them times. Well, y'all would be like, that's real. Like, yo, Solid said Dave Chappelle smoked crack. It's real. Solid don't know Dave Chappelle. He was fucking around. But the point is what I'm making. can take all the stars' wealth in 2.5 seconds. And that it ain't real. Man, you niggas can be canceled. You get what? This shit ain't real. It's like I said, y'all better grasp unity. Now, lost on this fake individual wealth thing that they be promoting to y'all, that shit ain't real. Only one thing is real is access to life. You niggas got access to chop down trees and build yourselves all the mansions y'all want? Nope. Y'all got access to peyote cactuses and all the different plants that hold substances within them that can be used for medicine, poisons, anything. Do y'all have access to those things? Mm-mm. Do y'all have access to go into the many caves that lead to places y'all don't even know exist? No, y'all don't. Can y'all go to the North Pole and go down in that cave up there? I mean, that mountain. Some of y'all say it's a mountain in the North Pole? Yeah, I know they told you wasn't nothing up there but ice. But can y'all do these things? Mm-mm. Like that. And so, it's about having access, freedom to live. Look at everybody in life like this that's under the system or bound to a city. We live in our little zoo. So the animal lives in the zoo. He has no clue there's a whole city that the zoo is in. And then he has no clue that the city that he's in is just a small little speck inside a whole vast forest and life he knows nothing of. He has no clue that there's like lions and tigers that are not locked up in the zoo in a cage. He don't even know he locked up in the zoo in a cage. He just say like, I can't go beyond this point unless they allow me to. You know how y'all be like, I gotta go get a passport, permission slip, so I can go past this point. Like that. That's our reality. Kind of like in a zoo. Whatever y'all see within y'all cities, that's everything. You get it? You look on the map of the United States, and it appears like the states take up all the space on the continent, and that's just not the truth. The states are little dots in the forest, and the whole continent is just a huge forest. And they don't put all of that on there because all y'all need to know about is the states. Meaning, y'all civilians of the city, y'all ain't going nowhere but to other cities. So what do they need to put forest land on the map for people who ain't going in the forest? There ain't no streets in the forest. So I don't know how this map going. I don't know how good of a map of the forest you plan on getting. And so like that, they just put what's necessary on the map. But there's many things y'all haven't seen, many places y'all haven't seen, so on and so forth. And so we have to get free. Mentally first. A lot of y'all are bound to false ideals and all types of things. So it's layers of this stuff. But to grow in mind as y'all come along. Make sure you get the Deep magazines. They explain a lot of these. I got a lot of virus about to come out. Make sure y'all get this mag. This chapter explains how virus are made, and I think I put, oh yeah, I did put one virus in it, so y'all can see, like, I think that's herpes. I don't remember which one I did the breakdown on, but get the magazine. It's cold-blooded. It explains everything in terms of, spirit summoning, which is mixing and merging different substances. So if you look here, you'll see the seal at the bottom. Who's that the seal of? Elagos. This is the seal of Eligio. This is the seal of Elagos. Elagos is a homosexual. He really is, but... Now, if you look above, those are the chemical structure or formula of different drugs. See? Marijuana, cocaine, all of that up there. Now, if you merge like 2 or 3 of the drug substances that you have above, meaning if you merge the structures, well, wouldn't you have the thing at the bottom, right? That's what a seal is. It's a secret code of a substance mixture. Of course, you're getting the substance from plants. Whether we talking cocaine, DMT, whatever. All drugs have a chemical structure, as you see in white. Everyone up there is a drug. It may not be clear on the screen, but it's clear in the book. Now, if I mix and merge 2 or 3 of those drug structures, I'll get a seal. And that's what spirit summoning is all about. Mixing and merging different drug structures or drugs together to create a hallucinogenic effect, a virus, many different things. Meaning it's an alchemy or chemistry thing. If I mix this thing with that thing and that thing, I can cause this effect. Whether it be a virus, a person hallucinating, whatever you could think of. So spirit summoning is invoking the substance. He said Eligio has gotten strange over the years. Yeah, that wisdom do it to a lot of y'all. Y'all get quite strange and far away from y'all journey, which is seeking wisdom. But hopefully he gets it all together. That's the main thing. Everybody got to get their mind together because like I said, we all got to unify at some point. Those of y'all that, have a mind, all you can do is do that. Whoever's struggling, all you can do is say, I hope they get it together because you got to work together. If one of y'all ain't up, all they need is one fucking infiltrator. You know what I mean? And so if one of y'all just got the urge to not work together, is all they need to crumble the whole thing. So try and grasp. Peace and wisdom, GGs, whatever that means. Thank you, Octavio Funes. If anyone else wants to give back, please do so. Like I said, well, I didn't tell you guys, I told my members. But I want to relocate. It's about that time. I just feel like I'm in an environment where people don't wish me well. And that can blossom into more things over time. It's time for me to move to the country somewhere. Then after that, forest. Then after that, out of sight. Peace and wisdom. And so y'all can click the description arrow if y'all want to give back. I'm sure y'all all owe me. And so open up your hearts. Get real. Now where was I at? Get through this video. I have to tinkle as always. That means P. Where was I at? I wasn't explaining Adam and Eve yet. Oh, I was showing y'all the Kabbalah Magic book. This is the website, wiseservant.org. Get straight on to it. This is not a book about devil worship or whatever y'all get lost on. It's a book explaining Kabbalah, the 10 spirits of Ein Sof. That's the table of content. It explains what hoodoo, voodoo, and all these different things are, so y'all can grasp what has been put on the masses. It explains the power in the 10 Sephiroth's names, many different things. And there's the newest one, Life Secrets Decoded. I know it says Deco Dead, but that's just decoded. It's the same thing. So get that one too. It's cold-blooded. The Popol Vuh breakdown. Sumerian handbag breakdown. Everyone is born into life physically with their bag. That's what the Sumerian handbag is about. You have the Virgin Mother breakdown. This is more placenta knowledge. So this magazine has a lot of placenta knowledge. But like I said, when you see the deities in ancient Sumerian texts and they have the handbag, speaking of that, all souls that manifest forth out of the duat into physical life will be accompanied with their bag or their placenta. So it's a neat thing. If you ever wondered, what is Earth? What's the shape of Earth? This is the book that you need. Our world is a body, has the same dimensions and orders as any physical vessel. And so that explains everything. What are the seven heavens before the throne? It's all explained in this magazine. If anyone ever told you that, any lies about my magazines, well, you're looking at it for yourself. I break down deep level science. That's what I use as reference, meaning real life. So you can learn science, ancient texts, and real life all in one. The heart against the feather. This is speaking of the right lung being weighed against the heart, which is on the left side. Lung, heart. Now make sure y'all take a time out. Check out some of this knowledge. If you're a woman, the Tiet has to do with your yoni. It also has to do with the 12 gates of the Duat, which is your yoni. So it goes cold blood deep. That's the rest of the chapter. But that's the newest magazine, Life Secrets Decoded. It's a lot of ancient Egypt. There's a lot of everything in here, I'm not gonna lie. A bunch of ancient texts being decoded. The Aten has to do with your brain. Of course, you have the Aduar. This is the primordial 8. In ancient Egypt, you have the primordial 8. That's your primordial deities. There's 8 of them. Then you have the Enid. That's the 9. And then you have the Aten. So when you get into ancient Egyptian scholarship, it goes deep, way deeper than most of y'all hear it. So you have your 8, 9, and your 10. Aten. I know a lot of y'all never noticed that, but you do now. Like, oh yeah, T-E-N, Aten. The Enid, this has to do with the 9. And the Agduad has to do with the 8. 4 deities and their consorts, or their halves. So it's 8. Kind of like north, south, east, west. Divine Mind said, I'm planning to move to Egypt next summer. Peace and wisdom. So long. And so if you want any of the magazines, they're all like that. Meaning all the magazines, no matter which one you see, they all break down ancient scholarship. I'm giving you the images, meaning I'm giving you, like I say, the world we live in is a body. So the magazines are showing you that in depth. Using biology. So I'll show you the inner workings of the body and whatever the ancient text was speaking of. And that, it should be clear to you. If you need more in-depth, you have to ask a question and get a one-on-one. Now I have to take a quick tinkle. But I'll be right back. Okay, Wazoo says back. Hey, where's my thing at? Now, if y'all have any questions, ask before I get to this Eve. He said I just got here. Where he went? I take a little shit right quick. You know how it is, man. Quick joint. 2 doodle balls and I'm up. Like, get back to my video, yeah, daddy. I'll finish later. No. No, I'm just playing. Y'all laughing over Tinkle. Yeah, I'm real debonair, you know. It's not an act. I'm smooth like that. I say, where's the restroom? Why don't you take a little tinkle? I mean, I gotta piss. But piss sounds so disrespectful. I remember once back in the day, I was visiting my sister. She was up at grandma's house. This when grandma's was alive. I'm up there kicking back with her for a little while. My man comes through. Her friend too. Not just my man, but she called one of my homeboys up. Come up. Say you need to use the bathroom right quick. So you naturally thinking like, oh, he probably got to pee. Or maybe he want to count his little money and shit, make sure everything's straight. But he keep going on, you get it? So of course my sister like, yeah, do your thing, man. He go in the bathroom about 20 minutes past. So my sister like, you think this nigga taking his shit in there? So I said, I don't know. I don't know, but if he is taking his shit, that's cold-blooded, disrespectful. You do that to a op. He like, let me use the bathroom and take a shit. You get it? You don't shit. Y'all are strange in the daytime. You don't shit at nobody else. I take that as like, I'm different, so I take that as a threat. I'm like, yo, this nigga just threatened our lives. Like, he want smoke. You know, with animals, if they come like and they shit somewhere, they mark. I'm like that. Yo, we just marked his territory here, blood. He gonna get us. We gotta kill him. Like, I forgot y'all goofy. I'm gonna make a whole video. Silence kill people, blood. Get it? Silence kill people if they take a doodle at his house. That nigga crazy. I told you. Don't mark your territory, you know me? We still animals by nature. You come in the nigga crib farting and shit. That's disrespectful. If one animal come and fart next to the next animal, he starting trouble. Meaning he marking his territory, right? If you ever see a lion just farting another lion face, he telling him like, I own you. Like, you my territory. I'm gonna fart right on you. Like, this is real. This is how animals mark their territory. They piss, they shit, and kind of let it be known. This is my shit. I should smell no other shit in my area where I shit. I mark this territory. You should never come home and smell strange shit. When you like, who shitted in there? Whoa. Whoa, what meat eating motherfucker? You a vegan. You like, what meat eating motherfucker took it smell like a nigga took a shit that eat meat. My boy a little heavy too, so I'm like the vegans, because y'all know me, I don't eat much. I'm moderate. I'm like, I guess you could say I am a vegan. I don't eat a lot of meat. Like, if I'm getting chicken, I'll get like 2 pieces. You know, y'all be like, let me get a 6-piece. Me too. I just need 2. If I'm getting food, I get like the sides. I ain't really big on the meat. Meat is disgusting, but I like, you know, I need it for flavor. Like, I eat all my shit together. So. But my man, he a carnivore. Big. So I know he greedy. That's what that means when you see a nigga overweight. They greedy. Don't ever play with yourself on it. Like, And if you big, don't take offense. I'm cool with it if you cool with it. But you greedy in your nature. It's beyond your belly. You got a greedy nature. Nigga blew that toilet up. I said, ooh, time for me to leave, cat daddy. Left my sister and my grandma's. I left them there with that madness. Y'all let that nigga in. Got nothing to do with it. I'm going on. Smell like shit. I'm sorry, y'all know I'm an asshole. Tell my grandmas, man, it smell like shit in here. I think I'm gonna leave. But we already know why. But I want to rub it in a little more. Like, I'm out of here. It smell like shit all in here. Who was shitting? I already know who was. Let's get to the deep. Now, Eve. I should have did this first. And then did the rest later. But this is not that important in regards to everything else that was said. Now, when you're dealing with Eve, so it starts. I should have had the text with me, but I didn't. But it starts like this. The Lord caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam, and then Eve was made. Because Eve is evening, like right before night, like right before Lilith, like the precursor to nighttime. And so all references in regards to Eve will correlate with night or evening. And so Adam fell into sleep. Sleep had not been mentioned prior to that. You get my point? Meaning if you read the Bible, sleep is not mentioned until God made Eve. You get lost and you say, no, the Lord rested on the seventh day. All right, but I'm talking about sleep. Sleep. Rest don't necessarily mean you unconscious. It just means you ain't working. The Lord was working for 6 days, then he rested on the seventh. But we talking about sleep now. You know, what coincides with night. And so they named the Eve. Meaning Eve ain't got to do with a person, but Eve got to do with an aspect of life. That aspect being Eve or evening. This is why Eve rebels, and you get my point? It is the opposition of day and awareness. So Eve was made from Adam's sleep, meaning Adam was put to sleep and a rib was taken. Eve was made from Adam's sleep. And then Eve is the cause of the death of man because she ate the apple. This is another correlation to evening or night. What is opposing day or being aware. You get my point? And so when it's speaking of Eve and you have, mix up with Lilith, your morning and afternoon deities will be masculine, and your evening and night deities will be feminine. This is your opposing aspect, so to say. And man and woman follows after this. Meaning this is before physical bodies, but all physical bodies will fall into one side or the other, so to say. Meaning masculine or feminine are night and day. So you can look at it like that. The space of day manifests men. And the space of evening manifests women. And so the sons of God or men came upon the daughters. You get it? Like that. It's speaking of different sides of a reality. Of course, life starts with substances. It's like I said, all life is alchemy. You got your spirit summoning practices. This is the mixing and merging of different substances to bring about different results. You have your disease creating alchemy, where you mix different substances together to create all the diseases y'all know. Before you had any of that, so you had the alchemy of making man. Man being a mixture of substances as well. Seminal fluid and menstrual fluid. These things come before the bodies that hold them, meaning substance or mud. You know, seminal fluid is thick, so is menstrual cycle fluid. It's like muddy waters. This comes before clay. You get it? Air comes before substance. Substance comes before matter. Air manifests rain or substance. That substance will go through its states of transition. Salty, dirty, muddy. Then you get clay or matter after that. And you get rock from there. Meaning y'all clay-like bodies will become stone. Or rock hard when y'all die. But this is the manifesting process of life. And so physical life, the precursor to it is your alchemy, or your substances being merged together. That's your seminal fluid, which is white, and your menstrual cycle fluid, which is dark red or black, representing nighttime. You get my point? And so you have texts like the Enuma Elish. This is your creation story according to the Sumerians. Enuma Elish, or the Enuma Elish. You have the old Latin word, menstrualis. You can look it up. Menstrualis. Like menstrual, and put is at the end. Menstrualis. That basically means month to month, or time to time. That's what the Enuma Elish is explaining. It's the creation story of man. It starts with the substances. So in the Enuma Elish it says, in the beginning, before any gods was called forth, before there was a heaven and earth, you had Abzu and Tiamat, and their waters intermingled. Do you get it? Then from there you get all your gods or your entity. Meaning a woman's menstrual cycle developing up from nothing or new moon to full moon or ovulation is viewed as a deity, manifesting from unseen to substance. Of course, when you have the menstrual cycle substance of the blood, you have the egg cell there as well. That's the precursor to a physical body. When you're dealing with the seminal fluid, that's your fresh waters. So you can look at the blood as your salt waters, and the seminal fluid as your fresh waters. And so this is your Abzu and your Tiamat. You get it? And their waters mingled, and from that you get conception, and you get the many cells multiplying and all transpiring after that. All these things are going to be whole or one in a physical vessel. You get my point? And so all of that life predates the physical reality. And so they're explaining that. The many aspects of life that y'all know of, night, day, this thing, that thing. All being separate, evolving into one entity, which is yourself. So you have night in you. You call that unconsciousness. You fall into it. You have day in you. This is when you're awake. You get it? You have all these many aspects to self. They are all their own individual entity or parts that were brought together to make for a whole thing. You get my point? You being the whole glory. And so, this is the understandings of man becoming God, so to say. Or man becoming aware that he is. Meaning God, devil, these is two opposite sides of a whole thing. That whole thing being you. You get my point? Man get lost on the sides, not understanding his own glory. This is about physical life manifesting out. It's about God manifesting out. God being lost in the matter of the manifesting. And so, a lot of the ancient texts are explaining that. Y'all are the orders in every aspect of life that y'all see manifested out, and y'all have to keep y'all glory, not get lost into the physical, which is a fading thing, a menstrual cycle thing. So you see how women will push them eggs out, or those pretty bodies out, like that. It's a thing that's going to be disposed of. You can't get lost in the physical. Same with the spirit of the sperm cells. Every 70 days or so, even if they're not ejaculated out, so they perish. You don't want to get lost on the opposing sides that make up the whole glory that you are. You get it? And so, it goes deep. Shalom, shalom. If y'all have any questions, y'all can ask. Of course, I would need a Bible. I got one, but I don't feel like getting up and getting it. If any of you guys want the full breakdown, you can get a one-on-one biblical scholarship or whatever you choose. We'll go into Eve, menstrual cycle. Like I said in the prior video, the menstrual cycle, time is the menstrual cycle itself. And what y'all view time as, and y'all say like time is something separate from self, time is the menstrual cycle. That menstrual cycle creates the body, the egg cell. And so, your physical body you are time, but it's a result of that menstrual cycle. That menstrual cycle will, run its course just like your body will. One and the same. Just like time will. One and the same. Meaning time, menstrual cycles, bodies, these things all being the same thing in their course of manifesting out. Different emanations of the same thing. Peace and wisdom, Divine Minds TV. Sure hope you all get back. And so, results is the main thing. Meaning, I hope you guys all start to become balanced, start to work together and unify, and start to care about my well-being. Because I get a lot of slack and a lot of, you get it? You got powerful Christians, powerful LGBTQTs, powerful Pan-Africans. And when I give y'all certain knowledges, you get my point? I get blocked from certain opportunity and other things y'all don't even see. People try to make it real hard for me. I'm not a complainer. Be like, oh, they did this and that. I'm old school. I just take my lickings and keep on ticking. I do what I do. Blood, ain't nothing you're going to be able to do to stop it. You can cry and do whatever you want behind the scenes. That's how I look at it. If a Christian blocking this or this nigga blocking that, you can cry and do whatever you need to do behind the scenes. I'm going to keep doing what I do. But, so, I hope that people that come here and learn, I hope y'all have it in y'all heart to give back and be balanced. Because like I said, I get a lot of flack for certain things I touch on. It's nothing I'm doing wrong. People just emotional in the times. Don't take offense how they do. If you're a Christian, you may get confused when I'm breaking down Christianity or whatever the case. I try not to focus on people weird issues. You get my point? I just make sure my message is pure and truthful. So that's it. And hope y'all come around at some point and become balanced in y'all ways. Not just here, but everywhere. Stop adding to the imbalance. Stop supporting things that's going to add to the separation. Because at the end of the day, there's a lot of glory and wealth and access that we all supposed to have equally. Until y'all grasp these things, so you gonna all be struggling, putting on fronts separately. Meaning y'all all going through y'all hardship right now. When you an individual, enough ain't never enough. You get it? And so y'all have to start to grasp these things. When you work together in your whole, So enough can be enough. Some of y'all in relationships, y'all work against each other, secretly competing with one another, making it hard for each other. Y'all familiar with each other, so y'all just leave it. But these things y'all have to become aware of. Start getting this negativity out of y'all, because y'all petty. You get it? Most of y'all got problems with people with petty stuff. Immature, but you don't want to acknowledge that. You don't like this person for this reason or that reason. It's petty and stupid. And it's old. People grow. So y'all have all the reasons in the world not to work together and all types of things. But like I said, it's petty, immature, and whatever you talking about is old and people grow. So the system don't work with y'all. Y'all work with the system. And so you keep that in mind when y'all make up every excuse not to work with each other. But y'all already working with the system, and it should be clear the system against your ass. Okay, well, what if this happened, and what if this don't work? Shit ain't working for you already doing nothing, so I don't suppose that would matter. You know how y'all be. I don't work with the people. What if the people do this, and what if that? Shit, you already got that. So, I mean, some of y'all point is already is. You don't have to argue your point. What if the people work together, man? They already ain't. So you don't have to say nothing to add to that. They already on that. You get my point? You don't have to say, what if this don't work? What we doing now definitely don't work. Working against each other, that definitely don't work. I ain't talking about the fake stuff. Well, got my little crew and we work together. I'm talking real stuff. Everybody got to get the pettiness out of them. Like I said, most of y'all got petty little kid problems. Petty little kid mind. You got to grow up and put real works in. You get it? My wisdom and my know-how probably go good with the next person. They got access in this other thing. But pettiness is what keep things separate. We gotta all put the stupidness aside and get busy. Until then, clock in here, please be balanced, because a lot of the things I say, people like to take offense to. I have a very popular video called We Are All Spirits in Hell. So I suppose a lot of people think I teach hell or the devil or something. I don't teach hell. I break down ancient texts. Christianity speaks of hell. Islam speaks of hell. Ancient Egypt speaks of hell. They have their words, du'at, whatever. But they speak of hell. They speak of y'all needing to be saved from something. You get me? So I'm explaining the ancient text. I'm not, my teachings don't have nothing to do with hell. What y'all follow do. I'm just making it clear to y'all. And if you a Christian, you're in hell. If you say, no, we ain't, well, then you don't need to be saved from nothing. You could throw all your religious texts away. Because that's where that come from. Sorry, you misunderstood it and you thought like, oh no, when I die, I'm going to hell. No, you're already in it. You're talking about the end of it. But you're in it. So you have to grasp. In Hinduism, Buddhism, we got samsara. Man reincarnating into the larger body. Like I said, the world is a body. Physical thing. This is the hell y'all bounded to. Is lakes of fires and all these things real? Yes. Everything's real if you grasp that you live inside of a body. And I've explained the biology of it, so that part. But I don't teach hell. I was just explaining ancient texts that do, so y'all can be clear. Whatever you follow or whatever you read, it wasn't saying like you're going to hell or hell is some separate. You're in it. It's explaining that. You are in hell now. I guess the beginnings of hell ain't as bad as the end, but that's where you are, and you need to free yourself by doing these certain things. So this is the point of y'all religions. Y'all are in hell as souls, or awarenesses, minds. And y'all need to free self Like I said, by being honorable, fair in your ways, simple things. A lot of y'all probably say, man, what am I going to benefit off being fucking kind and fair and balanced? You benefit some kind of your imbalance, your negativity. So, wouldn't it be the same if someone who was on said, man, what's the point of you doing negative stuff and cheating? What'd you get out of that? You say, I get hella shit. I robbed that nigga, I got what I got. Now, of course, you're going to get jail with it too and a bunch of other stuff, but you got something out of it. So it's the same with honor and being fair and balanced and having a moral value for yourself. You will benefit off that as well, no different. What comes with it comes with it. Like people taking advantage of you, but that's better than jail. You get it? Meaning I live an honorable life, I get what I get. Meaning I get my benefits off it. Just like a nigga that do negativity get his benefits off his negativity. And I get my hardships off my honor, which is motherfuckers not being fair with me, taking advantage. And so it's the same with the negative nigga. He get his hardships, which is usually jail or somebody blowing his head off for his negative acts. You get it? I like the lesser of the two. That part. Fly just like the negative nigga. I have shit just like the negative nigga, but I don't suppose my head gonna get blowed off on me putting bars for it. You get my point? The worst of my problems is just getting used. And the worst of his problems is some shit that don't nobody want to even really deal with. The point I'm making is you're gonna benefit off anything you do. And you're gonna have the flip side of whatever you do. And so for those of y'all that think I can't benefit off being fair and balanced and all that other stuff, oh yes you can. You just have to have the mind to grasp. And if you feel like no I can't, then I suppose you just saying there's only evilnesses in life, and that makes absolutely no sense. Some of y'all think like evilness is winning. You just ungrateful. You got a whole life you alive, ain't shit really happening with you, you just ungrateful. Ain't nobody knocking at your door to blow your head off. Like I said, everything's everything with you. You just got hella desires and unnecessary shit you want, and you abuse your own self and make the worst of the life you have. But outside of that, you get my point? Ain't nothing evil really happening. Y'all create evilness and y'all promote evilness and y'all hold up evilness, but evilness ain't winning nothing. Why is you niggas all alive watching? Why y'all clocking in here watching? I ain't saying nothing negative, so what y'all here for then? If evilness won, what you here for then? Why you woke up and still alive? Why you got a will to live? Why you listening to what I'm saying? What the point? That part. Because evilness ain't win nothing. Evilness is just a fly. Beelzebub. It just flies around and does whatever it does, but it don't hold no merit to nothing. Y'all are more nice than y'all are angry. It's just the true reality of it. And those of y'all that's ugly, negative, nasty people, that's what the magnifying glass is put on, and so that's what you live up to. Those of y'all that's nice, that's what get noticed about you. You ain't shit just like the next person, but for some reason people just notice all the good stuff you do. You get it? And so you try to live up to that. But outside of all of that, man, y'all all good people for the most part, and y'all have a desire to want to be. And then y'all have y'all other side. And then y'all worry about what other people doing and gotten, and then that's what make y'all go into y'all ugly side. You get it? Comparing yourselves to others. Outside of that, most of y'all don't have no real worries. Outside of your wanting more than you truly need. You get my point? Everything starts with thankfulness. Those of y'all that do give back, thank you as I always say. It definitely means a lot. I know a lot of y'all get lost. Y'all think I get more than I do. Whatever little bit I get, I'm thankful for it because I already know just ain't, you know, we ain't in them times where people got honor. So, try to get real with it. Peace and wisdom, Lion Zion. A lot of y'all that's into like understanding sigils and seals, you need to get a one-on-one. That way I get some give back from you and you get what you want too at the same time. When I touch on these things, ask questions. Otherwise, I'm just going to speak on what I do and carry on. You get it? And if I'm explaining something with seals right fast and you want a deeper breakdown, you got to say something before. Otherwise, I just go to the next topic. I ain't really like to carry on or nothing, but you can get a one-on-one. Seals is, like I said, seals and sigils. This is just recipes of different drug substances merged together. So cocaine, it comes from a plant, it's a substance. Heroin, it comes from a poppy seed, a plant, it's a substance. DMT, it comes from a cactus, it's a substance. You get my point? You got these many different plants, thousands of plants, meaning roots go deep. So you got thousands of plants. This is your ancient practice of roots. And each plant holds its substance. You can mix and merge the different plant substances to make your many different spirit summoning practices. Virus and disease, you can use it to counteract those virus and disease. This is like your good sorcerer and bad sorcery. Meaning y'all living that right now. Light magic versus dark magic. Meaning people are putting virus and disease, they're making them. In the way I just said, they understand plants and the roots and the substances in the roots. And they're mixing and merging different recipes every day and unleashing it on people, hoping it spread. And then you have those trying to counter it, meaning trying to figure out what recipes did they mix and merge together so they can mix and merge things that will counter it. It's like if you overdose on heroin and they say drink milk. Somehow milk counteracts heroin overdose. It's like medicine. You got different substances that will counteract the other. You get my point? And so when you're dealing with your plants, you have poisonous substances, medicinal substances, all kind of substances within these plants. And when you start to mix and merge them together, knowing the recipe, knowing like I have to mix this plant with that plant with that plant. That's what the seals are. The exact recipe written in its scientific chemical formula so that a regular person can't look at the seal and know. Meaning if y'all can look at the seals and fully understand like, oh, I need some nutmeg, cinnamon, and honey. You get it? Y'all will be putting seals on people. And y'all will be putting roots and voodoo on people. Like that. Say, man, that make herpes. Y'all will make herpes. Every STD, every disease y'all have is a mixture of plant substances. Again, if the seals wasn't written how they was and they was written out, y'all would know what to mix together. And y'all will give each other disease when y'all get mad at each other and all kind of crazy shit. So it was kept from y'all in that way, meaning it's written in a scientific formula. And that, it looks like this, and y'all don't grasp what it is. Get it? Meaning it was written like that. In seals. Now, if you look at those seals closely, they're just scientific or chemical formulas of different drugs merged. But the common person wouldn't know that. It's a secret, see? Psychedelics and sigils. Look at the one that says sigils. Now, that's the chemical formula of psychedelics. Do you see it's the same? Ancient and modern day, but it's the same. And so sigils is just the chemical formula of different drugs. And the seal is the merging multiple sigils. Meaning it's the recipe itself, like that. If I merge 4 of these, the ones in white, meaning all the symbols in white, those are the chemical formulas of all the drugs we know. Weed, cocaine, this thing, that thing. At the bottom of it, you have a seal. A seal is just like 3 or 4 of those symbols merged together. Those symbols are drugs. So we're speaking drugs being mixed and merged when you're talking about the symbols being mixed and merged. That's what that is. That is explaining what drugs is needed to make this seal or this recipe. And then from there, you just afflict people with it. So, this magazine gives you the whole rundown. Kabbalah magic. That's all spirit summoning practices, roots, all these many things. That's what they derive from Kabbalah magic. And so that explains it all. You also have the Deco Dead. That's the newest magazine. Just go to my website. Skim through. Peace and wisdom, beautiful spirit. I'm fine. I'm just hoping everyone gives back because I'm trying to relocate. And I'm a little short now. Oh, I'm too real for y'all, right? Fuck that. I'm a little short, blood. Y'all need to give back. Why, Solid need to get out of here. If I came and told y'all, like, man, y'all know my life is in danger, I need to get the fuck out of here. Y'all would just leave me here to die, right? I mean, if some of y'all really hate me that much, I ain't even did shit to you. You just mean. You got a problem, blood. I remind you of your ex or something. I ain't that nigga. Whatever he did, I wouldn't do it. Not me. Not Big old Sheriff. I ain't had sex with that girl. That wasn't me, baby. I'm good. Come home every night. Me being your boyfriend is like this. I'm in the house every night. Meaning you don't have to look up like, damn, where's Silas coming in all late? I'm in the crib every night. If you working hard, so your dinner probably be ready for you. Depending on what I make, it might be good. But if it's something else, it might not be that good. But the thoughts will count, you feel me? And you might have a bath or a shower running for you. Now, I know most of y'all say, man, that's bullshit. And that's the truth. Y'all just don't know how to pick them. Women just got to come to that conclusion. Y'all don't know how to pick them. What y'all think is ain't, and what y'all think ain't is. So, now if I was younger, you don't have to count anything I said. That 25-year-old Silas, no, he's not home. You don't have to be a female I messed with back in the day talking about he lying. No, I'm talking about now. Not then. Not then, cat daddy. Back in the day, I might call you and be like, yeah, I'm in a whole nother state. I'm sorry, I don't even know how I got here. My nigga was driving, now we here. Like, I'm stuck here. So he ready to go. This me calling one of my chicks back in the day. Supposed to be home for dinner, but I'm in a whole nother state. I really don't know how I got there. Riding around with my nigga, he said we gonna pick up some money. Next thing we in Philadelphia. I took a little nap. I thought we were just riding around New York. I took a little nap. Wake up, we in Philly. He say he chilling for the day. Stuck out here with this nigga. I might as well get money. Now I gotta call my little shorty and tell him, man, guess what happened? That nigga so-and-so be tripping, right? You know so-and-so be tripping. Remember you told me stop hanging with this nigga, man? You be right. This nigga got me in Philly. I ain't gonna make the dinner. Y'all know he tripping. I get fucked up when I get back in. It's just a regular old Usia life of the past. Come home and get beat up by my girl. Do it all again. Some of y'all young kids, y'all like that with your parents. Get your ass whooped and then you just do the same dumb shit all over again. You be like, my parents be tripping. No, you tripping. You don't listen. And so kind of grasp. Now there's some things I missed in regards to Eve, but I didn't crack out the book, so let me just leave y'all with this. Radio, books, radio, and television were tools used to put false ideals in y'all mind and lies. False reality. Y'all know this already, yet y'all will use these things to make as reference for real life. I seen some video that was titled "The X-Men characters come from African gods." You get it? Fiction, fiction. X-Men is fiction. When you're using fiction as reference to what you call truth, you're disturbed. You've lost your way. I don't know why you don't see that. Again, y'all say TV and radio is used to brainwash people. Then y'all go with the brainwashing, like, yeah, man, you know X-Men, that's made after, huh? What? You don't use fiction as reference for real life. X-Men is just an exaggeration of humans' abilities. Y'all use the exaggeration like that's the true part. Yeah, African gods was the X. You get it? Meaning y'all have kid brain issues. I'm not sure why y'all keep taking offense. Maybe consider what I'm saying. That is childish and dumb. The hell can we do with that as a people? I just wonder when y'all be talking sometimes, like, am I in pre-K? Is this the pre-K side of life? And am I trapped in it? Other than that, TV, radio, books, these things, they used to paint a perspective in your mind. I'm not saying what I'm saying for you to go to an extreme and play dumb and say, you wrote books. You know who I am. You listen to my words. Wouldn't matter if you read my words or listen. You can ask me whatever you want to know. You get my point? This is not a dumb conversation with now all books and all television show, and you get my point? TV, books, and radio are used to brainwash a person's perspective or whatever they want to enforce on you. It's used for other things outside of that, but that's the main purpose of it when dealing with the system. You get it? If one of y'all make a Facebook video or a YouTube video, you ain't the fucking system. You just speaking your truth or whatever you want to call it, and I'm sure people can question you. If I say to y'all, who wrote the Bible? Y'all don't know. Who wrote the Quran? Y'all don't know. You get it? Okay, well, what is it about? Do they have like that page in the back where you can read what this book is about? They don't have that. It just start and you have to figure out what it means. That part. And so if you're reading text like that, you don't need to get lost into it. That right there lets you know it's trickery with it. Meaning those books are tests. And if you ain't right within, leave the book alone till you are. Because if you read those books and you all scrambled inside, you're going to walk away with a religion. That's the best way. You're going to walk away as a slave under a religion. Simple as I could put it. And you're going to promote that religion as if it got something to do with the book, and you're going to bring other people into this thing. And if you read the book, you'll notice the book don't ever say nothing about a religion. It don't say nothing about be a Christian in fucking the Bible. Nowhere. But that's what y'all are. Meaning that's the part y'all made up. The people gathering together and claiming a group and, you get it, being like a gang in a way. But the book don't got nothing to do with that. The book got to do with the individual reader and them grasping the thing, which is to be whole, which is holy. And I don't think y'all got that. Peace and wisdom lie in Zion. Nigga, you black. Salam, shalom. That's his name, everyone. I would never say that to a person unless they insult me first. Y'all know they that hell, you wouldn't have insulting game, huh, nigga? I'm a big lip nigga. Y'all got to loosen up in the daytimes. Y'all are like, that's why y'all have emotional problems, because y'all have too many rules. I can't say this, I can't say that. Y'all all bundled up with dumb shit inside. Some of y'all stupid as fuck. You need to let your stupidity out. Don't nobody want to hear, but still, you gotta let it out, or you ain't, just ain't no good. Thank you all, Lion, Zion, and Beautiful Spirit. I appreciate y'all give back. Y'all try to make sure y'all give back to my Cash App and PayPal. I ain't being choosy, but you know, YouTube ain't no good, big baby. They take 30% of my shit. Literally. Meaning when y'all super chatting niggas to death, keep that in mind. If you can do it through Cash App or something else, do it that way. If you're gonna give back, let it go to real worth. Cause they take 30% of that shit. You give me $20, they gonna take $6 of that motherfucker. That's pretty much all of it. That's almost half of it. Four more dollars make 10. That's 50%. And so these platforms is crooks, but it is what it is. I try to keep it on the straight and narrow with y'all. I mean, y'all probably didn't know that, but now y'all do. There's grass. Don't worry about it, beautiful spirit. I appreciate it. I'll still get some of it. Go to me getting up out of New York. It's about that time. Y'all need wild solace in the country. Environments is everything, and I'll be of more service in different environments. It's just how I feel about it. Salam, shalom, Orange Park Records. I don't understand what you're saying. But peace and wisdom. I get it. The zoo caretaker. There you go, man. They always got their hand. That's why we got to work together. Because, you get it? Y'all can't even work an honest day's work without the IRS popping the fuck up taxing y'all. You like, damn, nigga, can I touch the money from my fucking check first? That's how I used to think when I worked. How come that shit come back, ain't no fuck, they took taxes out? I'm like, who the fuck? I didn't sign these niggas to... Can I get my money first? And what if I was going... How about I pay these niggas on the third or something? Like, what? Every check? Some of y'all so Babylon monkeyed out, you don't even kid. You like, man, whatever, I just need my check. Fuck that, I need every drop. Babylon don't pay enough for you to like be like, nah, them taxes ain't no big deal. Yes, they are. Like, y'all give back YouTube take 30%. That's too much. Fucking 3% is too much to me. So 30 business costs. I'll just tell y'all that shit. I got the same expenses y'all got plus my business expenses. They want to tax you to death with that. And so, teaching y'all have been, teaching y'all cost me more than cost y'all. As crazy as it sounds. I guess all real wise people the same. They probably like, damn, teaching wound up costing me more than it cost the people that clock in. Like, I seen one of y'all put up a purse yesterday. And you said, man, I sent Solace $2. It was my last. And he sent me back $5. He said, keep it. I wish you would have never said that, blood. I'm sitting thinking yesterday, like, damn, I'm trying to relocate. I'm short. I forgot I'd be giving these niggas. I sent one of y'all $50 on Christmas because you was moping around and I feel bad. I had shit. So, I'm like that, but I don't say nothing. Like I always tell y'all, I give back. Look out for the small folks, but I try not to embarrass nobody because I know if I need, you get it? We all need sometimes. If you need something, the last thing you want is a nigga putting you on blast. You feel me? Nigga, if you gonna help me quietly. Blood, let me tell. On my own. So if I give back, I try not to record or nothing. You get it? That shit waters it down and then it embarrasses the person. It kind of take away from the point. And I don't even ask. Like, can I record you? Just just get right, you know. Enjoy your day, whatever's the case. But I try to make sure I do good deeds every day. If you've come across me before, I might have looked out for you. You might have said, like, why are you looking out for me? That's what I told you. I said, I'm just doing my good deeds for the day. I ain't really got to know you, but I make sure I do one good deed every day. But you never know how many ugly shit you gonna do. Somebody might piss you off. You never know where that's gonna go. So get you a good deed. And you said I did that for you too, Orange Park Records. Yeah, I did that for a bunch of people, but I don't be wanting to go in all of that. Some people got it in their brain that I'm a creep. I just don't have the desire to change it. I don't know how they got it like that, so I wouldn't care. But if you clock in here, I view you as one of mine. I wouldn't just leave you hanging. Like, you feel me? Come to me with a problem, and I can help you. I'm gonna help you. If it's not gonna kill me or put me in any problem myself, and I'm not gonna switch with you. But if you got a problem and I can help, you can always reach out. I'm not the teacher that's gonna turn you away. More than likely gonna help you. So those of y'all that click in here, be sure to give back, because that's the stuff y'all don't hear. Now I got to pee again, so I'ma depart. Y'all make sure y'all be well. Stay in good spirits. That's where y'all can be good in y'all ways. Salam, shalom.